surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
Embraced by might and affection? I doubt it. The factors that embraced Bryshere Gray when he found his major chance in the entertainment field were mishandling, mistreatment, negative sway, and significantly older men exploiting him.
Lee looked me in my eyes. He said, no coach. I'm going to be his coach.
The ups and downs of this young dude's journey is straight out of stories. And one reason's because his OGs like Will Smith and Lee, Daniels were supposedly up to more than just dropping knowledge.
Meek Mills. Bryshere Gray. Left that house screaming. August the only one that's...
And add to that a bipolar and ADHD diagnosis, and tell me why someone like Bryce here would not go through what he went through. So Bryce, sheer known to some as Yaz, the greatest, made his small screen debut on Empire as Hakeem Lyon, the youngest son of Lucius Lyon, played by Terrence Howard, and Cookie, played by Taraji P. Henson. Well, at first, he wasn't sure if he really wanted to do it.
I didn't want to do Empire because I wasn't an actor. And I just got signed, and I'm worrying about my music. I'm recording an album, and I'm like, should I do this audition? He's like, yeah, you should do it because it may change the situation.
The rest, fam. We all know how it went down. When they asked Bryshere if he was anything like Hakeem, he straight up said there ain't much in common except for the tunes. Hakeem's all about that disrespect, cold-hearted moves, and getting spoiled. While Bryshere's on the flip side, a total sweetheart. No cap, when he first started out, he was the kindest soul around. But peep this, something went down in them following years, y'all, because the Bryshere that's in the spotlight now is like a whole new Hakeem upgrade. Nah, no lie, this homie's as troublesome as they come. First off, Bryshere's been cuffed up more times than you can even tally. But the real deal breaker was in 2021, when he owned up and got slapped with a 10-day stay in an Arizona county lockup for messing up with his lady. When that incident went down, his girl got treated and released. Luckily, her injuries weren't life-threatening. But check this out. Police reports said she was messed up bad with visible scars and bruises all over. She even said Bryshere had his hands around her throat, and she blacked out for a sec. And guess what? Homeboy straight up refused to come out the crib when the law showed up. They had to bring in a SWAT team and negotiators to talk some sense into him. Let me tell ya, watching his sit down with the cops, I was losing it.
I don't know where you live. We got a good vibe. Like, I feel like we could be, if I met you out in person, I'd be like, yo, what's up, bro?
Absolutely.
Like, with girls texting me. We have an open relationship. A chick texts me on the phone. She might say, yes, I want to give you that B. I want to give you that.
Well, according to his wife, Wright had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and ADHD, but he refused to take his medication. In a whole different episode, back in November 2022, they cuffed him again because he straight up messed up his probation game. Cops got called by this woman he was supposedly dating, and she spilled that his actions were getting way out of hand, making her worry about her safety and all. She went on saying Bryshere chucked a whole box of grub at her, yanked her hair, and that ain't the half of it. She even let the cops know about other times he'd be raising hell, shouting her down. But wait up, that ain't the end of the story. Turns out this ain't his first rodeo with the law. Just the month before, they got a call about some domestic mess he was in. And get this, he ain't even let his probation officer know about all these ruckuses. That's why they hit him with the probation breach, and the judge gave the green light for a warrant. Guess what? They slapped the cuffs on him again. Could be he's dealing with bipolar vibes and ADHD, and because he straight up refused to pop his meds, he might have caused some friction for folks trying to collab with him in Hollywood. But peep this. Can we even question what he might have gone through in Tinseltown? I mean, I've caught wind of some crazy claims. Like Jaguar, she dropped a bomb expose about what's really going down with Jada Pinkett, Will Smith, and all them young guns in Hollywood, Bryshere included.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all naked in the Wade house.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bryshere experienced some nasty things that made him go through all this. Remember, he already had a very traumatic childhood and mental health issues, so getting into Hollywood and experiencing some of these things must have really messed him up. But what are your thoughts on Bryshere's rise and tragic fall? Did Hollywood do him dirty?